What's up guys, my name is Rage and welcome to a new game on my channel. This is Corp DX, which is essentially a game corporation simulator. So you pretty much just make video games and sell them and try to be the best. So I'm going to kind of walk you guys through it so you guys kind of know how to play a little bit too. It's not really a tutorial, rather it's more so a let's play of this game because it's a lot of fun. Lots of different stuff, and it's only $3 on Steam. There's a link to get it in the description below if you wish. I would recommend it. It's definitely worth it. I played on it for like 4 hours already and I'm still addicted to it, and it's only $3, so I mean you can't really go wrong there. So we want to start a new game, and just so you guys know, this game does have music. I just have it turned off for the purpose of copyright, and also it's kind of annoying so you guys can still hear my commentary. Your ears don't have to jockey for whoever's sound you want to hear. So we're gonna start a new game. And we're gonna go on the campaign mode. Studio named Endless Loop Studios. That's the creator of the game, the company creator. We're gonna call this one Fearful's. No, let's call it Rage's Studio since my name is Rage. Rage's Studio. Awesome. Oh, we need to put a comma in there, not comma, an apostrophe. I guess they don't have. Okay, Fearful Rage Studios. Fearful Rage Studios. Can we fit that last character? There we go. Fearful Rage Studios is going to be our name. Let's go ahead and pick an icon. That looks good enough. Looks kind of like a diamond. I don't know. What's that little thing? That white thing in there. I don't know. And then we're going to go on normal difficulty. I did play on casual the first time I played, and it was a bit too easy. So I'm going to go on normal, see how it goes this time. Let's go ahead. Everything's in order. Let's go ahead and start game. And it's going to generate us the world. Here is a tutorial. I don't need to go through this tutorial because I already know it, but I'm going to kind of walk you guys through it. So we're going to go ahead and quit the tutorial, and yes. And alright, thanks dude. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of you. Thank you. Okay, so essentially, in order to start producing games, you need to hire workers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to these empty workstations that I have here, go boom, click hire worker, and we have these workers to choose from. Now these little red things are kind of bad things about the workers. So this one arrives later than usual, this one's thirsty, and this one works slower. So I want people, I'd rather have this guy be hired than the other two, and I need 2 people to start making games. So I'm gonna have to pick from another one of these 2 people. Drowsy works slower, or late. I think I'll go with both the same. I'll go with Gordon Y. How about that? There we go. Now we can begin to start making some video games. So what we're gonna do now, let's go and pause time right here so we're not wasting any of our precious daylight or precious months, because each day in this game is like a month. So let's go ahead and go new project, and we can only make micro scale games. You see, if we go here, small requires a team size of 4, medium is 10, and large is 20. We only have 2, so we can only make micro games. And I'd like to start out with kind of a high demand game. So shooter is the highest demand game, so I'm gonna go ahead and make that. So we're gonna go ahead and click continue, and we have Bruce and Gordon, and you can see it requires a little bit of code, a little bit of art, a little bit of sound, and not a lot of writing. So I want to kind of balance it out. So I'm going to put Bruce on code and writing, and then I'm going to put Gordon on art and sound. So now that we have those 2, we can now create the game. So we're going to go ahead and do continue. And these are the various tools we can use. You can see they have like Paint, Photoshop instead of PH, probably to avoid copyright and stuff like that. So we have just the simplest tools because we haven't trained them up yet, which we can do, and we probably will do a bit in this episode. So now we can go ahead, create the game. There we go, Planet Zombie. You can also name your games. I forgot to do that back there, but I don't really have much of a preference as to what we name them. And what they're going to do is there's going to be a pre-production process. So wait, no, I have to start the game and play it. So they're going to come in, they're going to go to the table and start discussing, bouncing ideas off of each other. And after they go ahead and do that, then they will begin to develop the game. And that will take some time. Hopefully we can get it done in this month period. You can see their pre-production. We can click on this, see how it's going. So it looks like they have the pre-production done. And these stars right here are pretty much the quality of the game. You can see they're starting to get it done. What I want to do is I want to hire a 3rd worker. Actually, no, let's go ahead and go into build mode. And we want to make ourselves a training cubicle. And what we can do is we can train our workers in order to acquire various skills. To help make better games and make us more money. So we're gonna go ahead and place one of them right there, and then we will hire a 3rd worker. So we'll go here, hire worker, and the only guy we can hire is Jack A, who arrives later than usual. There he is, arriving on time, coincidentally. We want to train him in some code, and it'll cost $3,000. So we can go ahead and click train there, and he will begin begin his training process at this cubicle, and it will just pause because the game has completed 26 stars, so it's not really going to be that good. So we can either choose a no budget or a small budget. Since this is our first game and not really that high quality, I'd rather not waste money because this is going to kind of be a waste of money. So we're going to go ahead and do none, and we're going to go ahead and publish it, and woohoo, our very first game is up. Let's go ahead and see the ratings. So it got 20 plus 18 hearts and 26 total quality. Total Crumpet says, if you want a good game, Planet Zombie is not for you. Use your $5 to buy something decent instead. VGN says, don't expect anything good to come out of Planet Zombie. It's one of the worst games around. Boulder Paper Shotgun says, well, if you think you've seen every bad game there is, there's a worse one. Oh, yeah, thanks guys. And then Kodaku says, games of this quality belong to the freebie trash bin. Planet Zombie is horrible and no one should get near it. So we did not even get a single half-star review, which is expected. It's our first game with two untrained people, so that's understandable. So what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and make another game. So these two people here, should I train them or should I have them make another game? I'd like for them to get relatively experienced in various aspects. So we're going to go ahead and make a new project. Let's see, what do people want? People don't want the sugar game as much now, but they do want a simulation, but that does require a lot of work on the coding process, but not a lot in the other areas. So we'll go ahead and make a simulation, micro scale, name Justice Stress. That seems pretty good. Bruce E and Gordon Y. There we go. What should we have? Let's have, so Bruce is experienced in code, so we'll definitely have him work on that. And then we want both these guys working on code because it is a large chunk of the project. And then I want to have you'll work on writing, because writing and sound are kind of equal. Writing and sound. And then we will have them both work on art. So they both got code and art, and then they'll work on sound and writing. Hopefully that will make everything go a tad bit faster. So we'll go ahead and do continue to use just the simplest tools. This will cost $3,000 to make. Create, and they will begin the pre-production process of that simulation game. Jack A has not quite learned how to code yet, so he's working on that right now. Then we'll probably get him to make a game like an RPG or something that requires a lot of coding. Oh, here we go. First month expenses, salaries, projects, all of that are total. We lost $17,000. That's understandable though. We started making games, so we didn't really make any money. Plus, I don't even think our first game sold that many copies, so it's expected. And here we can relocate to Vancouver once we've hired all the workers in the city, which we haven't done yet. Here we go, day 2 of the process of the grind. I do have new workers after every month, so let's see what we have here. Late produces worst quality. I do not want that because I want the highest quality games. And if I have a really high level production business, then I don't want to have bad quality people. So I think I'll go with this guy that's just a bit thirsty. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we want to get another training cubicle, and we will have him train a little bit there. Excellent. So he's going to train there. We're going to have him train he'll work on, I don't want him to work on code. Let's have him be our actually, let's go with the writing. Writing's a pretty big aspect. It only costs $1,000, so we'll go ahead and do that. And have you finished, Jack? Hey, you're still working on the coding process. Here they're doing the production of that simulation game I was talking about, these two guys. And so we have 4 total workers. Pause because it is completed. I don't really expect this to be really that good. We'll go ahead and see publish. And no budget. Oh boy. Hopefully we can get at least half a star. Woo, okay, we got ourselves, is that 1 star? A full star from Total Crumpet. Bloody awful, controls don't work, and it's one of the worst ports I've ever seen. Don't waste money on Justice Stress. And then we'll go ahead and read the, is that a half-star review from Boulder Paper Shotgun? I used to think every game had its merit, then I played Justice Stress. Good lord. Okay, so not really the best feedback from that. That's okay though. We still have untrained workers and stuff like that. So I think what we want to do now is, let's see here, Jack A and then we. So you guys are almost done being trained. So once you guys finish being trained, actually, okay, there we go. I believe one of them's done training. Let's make sure the other guy gets finished training. You are done training. Okay, so I want to make we and Jack go ahead and make a project of their own. So let's go ahead. So one of them is trained in code. The other one is trained in writing. So I want to have one that kind of balances both of them out. A role-playing game, and there's a lot of demand for a role-playing game, and it requires a fair amount of each. So I think I'll go with a role-playing game, yes, because that has a bit more what would you call it, hearts than the strategy. So I'll go ahead and go with role playing. Micro scale, of course. We could make small scales, but those cost a bit more money. I don't quite want to risk it. I'm gonna make a couple more good micro scale or decent micro scale games. Then I'll upgrade to a smaller scale game. So we'll go ahead and we will have let's see, you are trained in code and you will work on the writing process. And then let's see, so I'll have you work on the art and then you work on the sound. That way, you know, since if he does arrive late, we won't be behind on the project. So we just has nothing to do while Jack's still working. So that should be good. Continue, and we will go ahead and use maxed out tools this time. See if that does anything a bit better. You see the price went up to 8,000. Go ahead and just create the game. Angry Just, there we go. And then we can have these two workers train, actually. So I want this one to go into art, and then we need someone in sound as well. So we have our 4 workers, each getting trained up, each working on something. Then we can go ahead, continue. Looks like the month's about to end, days over. And our month expense report, total, we lost 15,000. That's okay though, you know, we're still producing games, not really making much of a profit. It was, however, it's less of a loss than last time, however, which is really good. So that's okay. Continue. Hopefully we can get at least break even or come close to breaking even before, you know, it gets too late and we end up our game dynasty ends up falling. So let's go ahead and start this. I think this is month 3, I believe, and they are working on Angry Just, the role-playing game, and Gordon and Bruce are working on training, so we can have all kind of level 1 people trained up. So the production is going by quickly. Oh, come on, buddy, go ahead, go, keep riding. I think that's a thirsty guy that, oh man, okay, so there's another month or so. Ooh, awesome. Made a little bit of profit, made $3,000 probably off the sales of the other 3 games we published. Another thing to keep note of is your games do not infinitely make money. After a while they become archived, so I have to make sure I'm producing a consistent amount of games throughout the month, so also get an extreme number of archived games. Let's go ahead and just publish this, skip. And you can see we have half a star review from Total Crumpet, half a star review from Folded Paper Shotgun. Nothing really new, that much new. Let's go and do continue. Awesome. Okay, I think I should go with a small scale project now. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a risk. Let's go ahead and do small scale. What project really? So I'm trained in all 4 areas, which is okay. Looks like the highest demand is for a good strategy game. So we'll go ahead and do a strategy game, small scale strategy for 37,000. Continue. So we want to have them work on each of the areas they're specialized in. Let's see. So there's a lot of code. So I also want you know, a couple of people to work on code. So let's see. So art is the least. So I'll have the artist also work on code as well. And I think I'll have the person working on let's see, what's this? Work slower. The thirsty person work on code as well, so we can kind of get code done really quickly, so they can just work on the other areas. 4 out of 4. Continue. We want to use the best tools we can use, except we can't really use it on code because we have a couple of other non-trained workers in code. But in the total, this game will cost us 51,000 to create. We don't have that money. Okay, should we even go with a small scale game then? Should we bump it down here? 37,000. You know, let's take a risk because we'll end up making money in you know, in the long run. So we'll go ahead and just create a small scale game just to make a small scale game. And then we can go ahead and play. And we will, a project doesn't have enough tables. Okay, that's right. Yeah, they can't begin the pre-production process until we have enough tables here. So let's go make a second table. Excellent. Now they can begin to produce the game. And I think after they produce the small scale game, we'll see the feedback it gets. And I think we'll end off this episode 1. So let's see. So it looks like the month's about to end. Only 12,000 left in the bank. So we, oh man, yeah, of course we did lose a lot. Oh, the Game Studios. Okay. I think, okay, hello and welcome to the 2015 Video Game Studio Awards. Oh, I skipped one actually. So essentially the Video Game Studio Awards, who won it? Who won it? Most Productive Studio Award goes to, come on, Beautiful Rage Studio, woohoo! Awesome, so we got the Most Productive Studio Award, which is good. Go and do next. Most Beloved Studio that has the most fans. Vampire. Okay, that's okay. We're a younger studio anyways. Highest rated game is given to the studio with the highest rated game. It goes to Vampire. Not surprising. I didn't have that good games. Highest revenue studio is given to the studio that managed to get the most revenue in the year. Not me. I lost like 40,000 this year. Vampire, as expected. Largest studio is given to the studio who has the most team in the industry. This might be me. We'll see. Awesome. So we got the most productive and the most hiring. So not really any quality ones, just more so quantity, but that's okay because we will get them in 2016, and we'll go ahead and have them produce this last game right here. Okay, 3 people. Okay, the late guy, thanks dude. Now they're going to begin producing the game, and we will see how it ends up going. Hopefully it does pretty well. I actually should make a couple more workstations actually, so that we can hire some more workers to make some other games. Boom, go to build mode, and we will go back here. Hire worker. What workers do we have to choose from? We don't really have much money. We'll go ahead and, oh, this is an elite guy, so we'll go ahead and hire him. And, okay, there we go. So we have to, monthly report, lost 6,000K. We really need to release this game, like, really soon. We're also going to go bankrupt because we only have, like, 3,000 bucks. So, let's go, guys. Come on, there we go. Okay, art is done. Writing, come on, dude. Come on, we need the writing done by the end of the day today. Come on. Come on. Okay, 15. Come on, work on it. Work. Yes, done. Awesome. We don't have enough money to do any real budget. It does have a fair bit of quality, 100 stars, and bad reviews. Okay, that's okay though. We did make some money. Let's go and just go to the end of the month, and we will see kind of the reports. They're all not really working on anything. We can go ahead and train somebody up. The no specification. We want to have him train in code. Costs 3,000 bucks. Go ahead and train him. And can we hire another worker for anything really? Not really any good workers. We'll go and go to the end of the month, and we will go ahead and start training some workers tomorrow in the next episode. But if you guys enjoy, be sure to leave a like. It really does something out of time. Let's go for 5 likes on this first episode of Game Corp DX. If you guys do enjoy, that would mean a ton if you did leave a like. But until the next episode of Game Corp DX or video on my channel, my name is Fearful Rage, saying peace.